Hair transplant cost in India. What are you actually paying for? And are you getting value for the money that you spend? Well, the commonest question, of course, runs in everybody's mind is how costly should the hair transplant be? Or how costly is hair transplant at your clinic, doctor? And what actually determines this cost? It depends upon the number of grafts required, the number of sessions required, the amount of efforts that has to be put in, the years or the experience of the surgeon, the technique which is used, and of course, whether the surgeon is using patented disposable instruments or he's reusing many of these instruments. Also, what is the kind of pre and post care which is given to the patient, and also the kind of medications and the drugs and the treatments that he's going to use in the pre and the post care. What would be the average cost of hair transplant in India? Well, that's a very difficult question to actually answer. And it depends on so many factors. It differs from clinic to clinic. It's like asking that what would a lawyer charge per hearing? It would be anything from maybe 500 rupees to even 5 lakhs, as we know. So it actually depends upon what the expertise of the doctor and his qualifications are, and what he thinks his hair transplant should be worth. Do we hunt for cheap clinics or do we actually look for value-based clinics? So I don't say premium for a reason, I say value-based clinics. So cheap clinics, there are multiple clinics all over the country, many just around us, many also in Mumbai. But do you want a cheap hair transplant where you can tell that he's had a hair transplant, the direction angle may be compromised, it may not be done by a qualified doctor, it is mostly handled by technicians and without proper pre and post care? Or do you want to do with a value based or so-called premium clinic where every aspect of your hair transplant journey has been explained to you in detail and the entire procedure is only done by qualified surgeons? So that is a decision that you need to make. It is finally your head, and the hair which is growing on that is going to be what you're going to show to the world. So if you want to take a chance, go by cheaper clinics where you're not sure of the outcome, or you want to go with somebody who has done it for a number of years, for a number of patients, giving consistently good results and natural results every time. What are you actually really paying for when you come to the so-called value clinics or the premium clinics? You definitely pay for the surgeon's experience, you pay for the technique that is followed, you pay for the instrumentation which is used. Good clinics will always use disposable instruments so that they are not reused and there is no chance of infection. You'll pay for the expertise and for the global knowledge that is shared by the surgeon and his team. So that is exactly what you are going to pay for. And of course, you're going to finally pay for the extremely good looking natural results that you're going to get at the end. Most important, you're also going to pay for getting the realistic expectations set. So if you don't have a good donor, you want the clinic to tell you that you may not get the highest density possible. You want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear false marketing claims. So what is the takeaway that you must understand by this? Always choose a proper qualified doctor, board certified doctor. Look for his degrees, ask for his degrees, look at his experience, look at the technique that he follows, look at the team around him, whether the team is qualified or not qualified. Look at the setup, the hospital or the clinic where he does it, whether they are equipped to deal with all emergency facilities or all emergencies that may occur. That's also very important. Also, definitely look if he's using disposable instruments or single one-time use, or he's using something which is reusable. What kind of instruments is he using? Is he well versed with what's happening globally? Is he going to continue taking care of you and your hair even after the transplant? Or you pay him money, he charges you, and it's bye-bye for life. Okay, so it is a journey. He has to be there with you throughout. So look at all these factors before you choose the right clinic or go to the right doctor. So hair transplant is just not a small decision. It's a long-term commitment to have great healthy hair throughout your life.